One of the best parts of my job is when I get to sit down here and share with you new innovation within video games. That's what we're all here for, but psych, it's not good. And of course, it is from the absolute darlings over at Activision, where we get to see the new scheme that they've pulled, and it's a scheme that has been pulled to massive success because this was pretty near the top of Steam. So, what is this delectable, delicious, amazing new consumption opportunity offered up to us by those who work for the Bobby Kotick? Well, this is Black Cell. Yeah, pretty cool, right? It's a premier upgrade for your paid Battle Pass. Well, it's actually worse than it sounds, which of course we absolutely love to say. Okay, so time to understand things. Here's the big splash image for Black Cell, but worry not, we're actually going to properly go through things now and basically investigate why this has been so successful that it went nuclear on Steam, being, well, just a big earner. Okay, so the ways you interact with this model. Number one, you've got the free pass. This is the standard model. The only, some basic rewards are available. You don't pay for anything. Then you've got the full battle pass. If you earned enough Call of Duty points from Season 2, then you can just unlock the new battle pass with your Call of Duty points. Otherwise, you pay $10. And of course, with this Battle Pass, you get all the standard Battle Pass rewards, including new characters, new weapons, things like that. What do we got? 100 plus rewards across 22 sectors, 2 functional weapons, the addition of 2 characters there from the campaign. Or you can purchase the Black Cell tier. Now, why did so many people purchase the Black Cell that it got that high in Steam? Let's take a look. Well, it comes with 20 tier skips, 25 in PlayStation, a bunch of COD points, more COD points on the Battle Pass, a Black Cell operator, attired in an imposing animated camo skin, a Black Cell only set of Battle Pass content, where every Season 3 Battle Pass sector with an operator skin has a Black Cell variant. That's 12 skins in total. A pro-tuned weapon blueprint, vehicle skin, finishing move, exclusive Black Cell sector with the Battle Pass AO serving as an alternative starting location, immediate unlocking of adjacent Battle Pass sectors to the Black Cell sector, and players who upgrade the to Black Cell after purchasing the Battle Pass also get their Call of Duty points back. So it all comes down to value propositions, right, everybody? Spend no money, very minor reward. Spend $10, get more reward. Spend $30, get the premier rewards, and of course, more progression. Now, you getting any of these rewards is obviously dependent on, you actually progressing through the game. Because if you do not fill the Battle Pass in the allotted time, you will lose those things. And that means that your time spent on that Battle Pass is more valuable. This is obviously a very aggressive way to increase the value prop to a player by just saying, hey, do the thing. Or, you'll lose your stuff. But there's more there, because in terms of the work that you put in, having an unlocked sector in the Black Cell path is actually worth 3 times what it is on the free track by default. And the thing is that for some people, this is a very large value proposition, because they're going to be playing the game anyway. They're fine to pay the money. They get more stuff. Here's somebody saying Battle Pass, $10. 1,100 COD points, $10. 12 bonus skins, new operator, tune blueprint, probably way more than $20. Tokens, there are 25, and there are 150 points each. It's a great value, like it or not. And when you go to, say, Mr. Torolf Jernstrom, of course, many of you will remember from his fantastic talk about whaling in the games industry, one of the ways to get people to buy your thing is to make it look like a deal they can't refuse. Now, the question is, when we are dealing with infinitely replicatable digital assets, that takes on a bit of a different meaning for the company involved. Okay. But this does break with some key traditions in the Battle Pass model. These are things that often made people more accepting of Battle Passes. So you cannot buy this Battle Pass with earned in-game currency because it's for $30 only. Doesn't matter how many Call of Duty points are on your account. If you want Black Cell, you have to pony up the bucks. More importantly then, you won't be able to buy the next Premier Battle Pass with the currency that you earn in this one. One of the things that made people be okay with Battle Passes is they say, right, I'll put my $10 in and every Battle Pass, I'll earn the next one. That's how I'll play this game. Whereas this turns it into $30 a season, use your excess COD points in the store, that's that. And then the more expensive Black Cell makes it easier to get what you want with more skips and more ways to start earning rewards. And this whole start location thing, when you see the actual thing in the game, it'll make sense to you. But the regular pass just has you moving ordinarily through the originally designed grind. We then, of course, have to hope that that weapon blueprint isn't considered particularly special, because if it is particularly strong, then, yeah, you'll be seen to be having a competitive advantage that can only be earned by playing, by buying the Black Cell tier with real money and getting that weapon. So to some people, this really could be seen as a strong pay-to-win thing. To look at it for more detail, the Singularity Pro tuned blueprint, which comes with an extended mag to help deal with multiple hostiles, reflex, optic, trio of attachments that help keep recoil and stability in check with a brake, angled grip, and heavy barrel. All these attachments also come pro tuned, meaning an operator will have this weapon's full potential unlocked straight out of the armory. So the idea here is basically turbo skip the grind, you got the big strong thing. One really fun example of this very literally selling power was the Akimbo Diamatis in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. All right, because in COD Blops Cow, you had the Akimbo Diamatis, which were really, really OP at one point, right? You would just like click on a dude, gone. But they were only super powerful once you'd use the original Diamati, fully grinded it up to unlock all the things that you would need for the OP combo. They then sold a cosmetic skin that just so happened to come with the OP combo without the grind. So if you wanted to just play with the Akimbo Diamatis that you saw all your favorite streamers and YouTubers use, you could grind it out, or you could just pay money and get it right now. That's something they used back then. You can sort of see, how this is an opportunity for similar to happen here. And then this also creates more friction around how the Battle Pass rewards are divided, because it's broadly understood, right, that an item in the paid track of a regular pass is going to be better than its equivalent on the free track. People can recognize that a company wants them to spend money, and that's why the cool thing is behind the paywall. But as soon as you add another tier, then the skins on the paid pass, but the basic paid pass, they now don't look quite as good as the skins on the premium paid battle pass. So by basically turning it from a 2-track system into a 3-track system, well, they certainly do try to get people to spend more money. So what was really just once the price of doing business now looks a lot more like a cash grab, because you are inherently devaluing what previously was the premium tier. Right? So now the person who was able to afford the regular battle pass is just going to be like, oh, well, I guess to Bobby, I'm a purr. Which isn't good. Now, this is very par for the course, actually, for Modern Warfare 2 and Activision, which is quite interesting because they had an astonishingly successful launch. But then there seemingly was an impression of quite a big problem in terms of player retention moving onward. And of course, less player retention would mean less, income. A lot of players were just sort of saying, hey, this game's great. Where are the maps? I would like some maps, please. And compared to the past, it certainly seemed the content cadence was not up to snuff. And yeah, now I suppose we are cranking the money up by any means necessary. So there's also the surrounding monetization. Call of Duty's Battle Pass is actually a bit different to ones that you maybe have expected. It replaces the grind in the levels with choosing an area from a map in sequence and then only selecting the rewards that you want from there by earning tokens. I mean, that token thing, that's also in Fortnite. So to take a look at it here, you can basically see like all of these different kind of sectors and how you're getting the tokens to actually unlock the rewards. Now this season actually goes back on adding an automated path through that map. Those who don't mind what they earn first, who simply want to rack up hours in-game and choose automatically, have the Battle Pass chart as an effective path through the different AO sectors. Players can choose to manually earn battle token tier skips and spend them as they did in prior seasons. Now, the implication then of this ostensibly more consumer-friendly Battle Pass model has basically seen reduced player interaction, which then removes a bit of a point of friction. And this is all what you could kind of uncharitably refer to as an air of desperation that is surrounding Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. As with Warzone 2, one of the things is They seemingly made a bunch of changes that made it feel like a bit more of the slow pace, like tactical, kind of less hyper video gamey thing, as I understand it. But a lot of the people who already enjoyed Warzone, they weren't really playing a game like that. So when Warzone 2 ended up not exactly being the thing that they wanted, they were obviously not particularly pleased by that. You combo that, of course, with, quantity of content issues with the game, even problems like maps having to be held back for copyright reasons, insanity. You can see how this is what should have been a tremendous win, not be fully capitalized on by the company. But really, as strong as that launch was for those box sales, the retention hasn't been there, especially with Warzone 2 and how people are feeling with that. What do you prefer, Warzone 1 or Warzone 2? Reply why. Here we have 68,000 votes, 80% saying Warzone 1. Now, yes, this is targeting the more engaged audience. It's on Modern Warzone on Twitter, but I think that is still not a number that you want for the sequel. So what has this reception done? Well, it's meant massive changes being made to the Warzone 2 gameplay. Many of the most significant changes to Warzone 2 have been redesigned to be closer to Warzone 1. But on top of that, then, Activision is trying to do everything they can to get people back on board. Right? They're actually bringing in paid advantages for the game's DMZ mode, where certain bundles added for Season 3 give additional perk slots that... basically different perk slots in it you can buy for $10, which is crazy. There's also some data mine stuff that shows that these are a wider part of the plan that will continue, which obviously, like having pay to win in the DMZ mode, people are not going to be happy about that. They've also done a little bit of borrowing from Blizzard Entertainment with World of Warcraft's, pyramid scheme-like recruit-a-friend system. It's pretty simple. In this one, you recruit up to 3 friends. Everyone who gets recruited gets an XP boost and the opportunity to earn unique rewards via connected challenges. But of course, if you're a recruiter, you end up getting more. And to avoid the allegations of a pyramid scheme, you can't then go on to recruit other people once you yourself are in the scheme. Now, the way that works in World of Warcraft is for every month that one of my recruitees pays, I get like another little increment on the reward track. There's 12 months of rewards, and then after that, for every 3 months of recruitee pay, you get 1 free month of World of Warcraft. And that would mean, I suppose, that if you recruited enough people, you would be able to play World of Warcraft for free just off the back of your recruits. Funny little situation, and in fact, legally speaking, some of this stuff actually does count as a, for legal purposes, pyramid scheme in some territories, which is why things like the World of Warcraft Recruiter Friend system have sometimes been geographically limited. It's the sort of thing, because there's no money out from something like this, I'm okay with one of those recruit things. I just see that as like, you're just trying to growth hack more people by encouraging people to get their friends in. I can understand that. It's obviously different if there's a real financial component to it, but in this case there isn't. Now, they're also doing something that Valorant's also doing, which is throwback skins. There's one that restores Ghost to his original 2009 Modern Warfare 2 design. I just bring that for Valorant. They're basically, in Valorant, they've got a whole bunch of weapons coming that basically just are their Counter-Strike equivalent, and it's pretty damn premium, so I guess it's a nostalgia cash-in. Now, also, there are rebuilds of classic weapons like the Intervention into this season, so that people can work in the Battle Pass for. There are throwback sound packs, if you want your game to sound a bit more like, maybe the things you're nostalgic for, because yes, monetizing nostalgia works. That's part of the point of Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2022. And of course, all of this takes place atop their existing strategy of skin bundles, and the in-game currency and everything. It's one of those funny things. These games launch with minimal super extra bullshit that you don't notice when you first boot it up, but then it's once the seasons start that we're like, okay, what golden carpet of monetization opportunities will Bobby roll out before me this time? Quite fun to see. All that on top of course, of regular Call of Duty, which unlike Warzone 2, you're obviously paying for. So clearly it's not enough for Call of Duty to have great sales on day one. What they need is to retain people, and if there are less people who have been retained, you're going to need to get more money out of them by doing things like this Premier Battle Pass. Let's take a look at the numbers. Top sellers, includes games in my library, Modern Warfare 2 with its 35% off sale, and Black Cell. $25.99. That's, of course, British sterling. So, that's fun. I suppose that's it. We can get ready to imagine Deus Ex Mankind Divided 2. Augment your pre-order and then augment your battle pass. That's what it is, folks. That's the way that things seem to be going now. Many gamers are really clapping back against stuff like this, but in a situation like this, hey, they've done it. They've got away with it, and no matter what that player sentiment is, you just need to look at Steam to see how much they have sold through on this. So I suppose get ready for there to be another premium layer on top of some of your existing battle passes. In a world where battle passes are something that a lot of people are really getting fatigued by, this is a unsurprising yet disappointing development. So that's it for today's video. Of course, if you would like to, if you want to check out another great story, you can click the video that should be floating around my head just about now. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.